everyone, this is Chris. Thank you for joining me. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can do some good for the planet as well for your money. And we're going to recycle a piece of jeans, old ones, and it's very stiff. I don't really like these jeans too stiff. There's no a stretchy part in it, so it's going to be perfect for our little bag. So this could be useful for any kind of purpose. You could put all stuff of things in here. You know, it stands up by itself. It doesn't move along that much. And you could put really a lot of stuff in here. You could put your makeup, you could put your keys, something really nice and fun. It's very young and it's a good size as well. So you could also transform it if you wanted to, or customize it by putting two handles or one big handle, and it could make a little purse. And also what I didn't find, because I just moved in and I can't find all my stuff yet, even my glue gun, the one that I love that has duo temperature, I can't find it, so I'm using a very old one. You see it's gooey everywhere, but it still works, so I'm gonna do with it. And also on this one, on one side, what I have done here is I used some fabric paint. So if you want to check out this video, I did it last time, so I'm not going to show you again because it's exactly the same thing. Very simple what I did here, but of course you could make it even more interesting and putting some blings or sequins on it if you wanted to. And on the other side, I did something a little different. I just used some fabric. I've bought these not long ago in a craft store. It's really nice. I didn't use it before. It's quite stiff, but you can use any kind of leftover fabric and make flowers. So I done a little one here, a bigger one there, and I just used some fun buttons as a decoration. There's another gap here. I might put something else. I don't know yet. And for the buttons, I've got a few here, also bought at the craft stores. They're really nice, and it's also very handy in scrapbooking or card making. I love these in different colors. You've got yellows, blues, greens. They're really nice. And I've also used one of these blings to put here as a decoration. And I only used hot glue, and I can tell you it works pretty well. So yeah, and again, if you want to use some, how do you call that? Velcro, you could put Velcro here. So once you're done, you can put your Velcro down, stick it together, and you're good to go. And you can go with this anywhere you want in the house or travel. Why not in your luggage? That would be a good idea. So what I've done here, I've already cut a piece of my jeans. I'm not going to give you any measurements actually, because it really depends on how big you want it. So you can make it longer, and you should know that we're going to take a piece off here to make the bottom of it. So I didn't cut it completely straight here. It's not a big deal. But what I'm going to do right away is cut here underneath. So use good scissors, fabric scissors. I'm taking this away because it's really not useful. Okay, so I've cut the bottom of my jeans. So what I'm going to do now is, so this is the bottom, this is going to be the top. What I'm going to do, and maybe you already know this, when you do some gift bags, we're going to do exactly the same thing because it's very easy to do and there's no sewing needed. We're going to glue it down and it's going to hang on perfectly with hot glue. So again, bottom piece, we're going to fold it over and we're going to open it. And we're going to do exactly the same thing as if we were doing a gift bag, a very simple gift bag. And if you don't know how to do that, I will link a video on the upper right corner so you can check it out. It's very convenient to have gift bags in case you forget something, you know, you have the present but you don't have any gift bags. So you can go up to here. So depending on how high, you're going to make your fold, you won't be able anyway to go higher than this. You can't overlap here. It's not going to work. So you can, the larger it's going to be if you go high, and if you go lower, it will be less wide when you open it. It's totally up to you. Give it a try. Try different things and see what is better for you. Let me see. I'm going to open it a little bit more. And I think I'm going to call it good. So I try to align here my pieces where my fold is, okay, as much as I can. It's not easy because your pairs of jeans are a little like this, you know, they're not completely straight. So you just do what you can. So again, you fold, you open, you follow your lines here. Try to make it as even as you can, and then we're going to fold again, just a little over our fold here, and this one a little bit on top. Actually, I'm going to do it this way because I already have a little piece of glue there. So this piece, I'm going to try to be straight. Then I'm going to fold this one, and then this one over, and we're going to glue it down. So don't go all across if your jeans are not going all up here. So it's just to be a little cleaner. I'm just going to put a bit of glue there, and if it's not enough, I'll put more. And really, hot glue is perfect for this. And you can even wash it. Don't wash it too hot, but you can wash it, because this glue melts at a very high temperature. So even if you put it in your washing machine, unless you put it really hot, you shouldn't have any problems. I did that on a pair of jeans. I didn't have time to sew it, and I wanted to make it a little shorter. I used hot glue, and it's still working, and it's just fine. So I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of glue here because I think it needs it. On this side and on this side. Be careful with your fingers, don't go and burn yourself. Normally I have my other one that is low temp, but I'm going to manage with this one. And the bottom of your bag here is just done. Just wait a few seconds to make sure that it's completely dry and solid. And it's done. Now we need to fold this piece, because unless you like it when it frays, it's really going to fray a lot, and it's already starting to fray. Can you see this? So what I like to do in order to make it really clean is that I'm going to reverse this a little bit and put hot glue. Not much, but it's going to end up my jeans fraying. So I'm going to try to do it at once. I don't want to put too much. Don't go too close of your edge when you're using hot glue, because it might seep through, and then it's quite hard to take away, especially on fabric. You can try to cut it down, but take it away, it's hard if you want to pull on it. Okay, now I'm going to do here this part that is thicker. I'm going to do the exact same thing. And if you missed a spot, don't worry, go back. Add more glue. And don't worry if it's not perfect, because we're going to fold it another time. I'm going to do the same thing here. Fold it over. This part is a bit thinner. And I'm holding on a few seconds to make sure that, leave some time for my glue to dry and cool down. But because these jeans are very thick, I'm not burning myself. This is a good thing. So again, I'm putting hot glue there. Be generous if you want to make sure it's going to hold on. Okay, because this is a very porous material, so it's going to seep through a little bit. Not much though, because they're quite thick, but it needs to have a really good bond there. I think it's good. And now it's going to stop to fray whatever happens. But I think it's a bit too small or too short and not even. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do it again. Fold it back on itself. Make sure it's kind of even. Put it as wide or as thin as you wish. And there you go. And see, you could even use the piece that I cut in the bottom. I could use this as a handle to make it a little purse for a little girl. That could be nice. Why not? You're not really using anything else. Don't even need to sew. It's gluing really, really well. Look at that. And even if you have a stain somewhere, it's okay. Like I have one here. We're going to be able to cover it up. So like I did on this example, like I did last time, I show you how you can very easily paint on all kinds of material with fabric paint. Well, that's what I did, so I'm not going to show you this again. It's exactly the same technique. I'm just going to use few materials here to decorate. So I'm going to use some buttons, and I'm going to use maybe 3 little buttons like this. Maybe kind of overlap them or not. No, maybe not. So I'm going to use again my hot glue. Whoops. So I'm going to put my hot glue. Let me come a little closer here. Usually I tend to come too close. There we go. And I might put a little something on top, maybe a little bow. But I like these, they're a pinkish color. I really think they're cute. And I'm going to show you how you can easily make these flowers. They're a little different, but they're so easy to do, just using scraps of fabric if you wish. That's the same technique I did with this one, but I made it fray a little bit because I like it. It's another technique. I've got different videos on how you can make flowers, embellishments with fabric. It's just that I moved to another place and I still can't find all my stuff. This is horrible. I really can't find everything I was used to have. And I have also these embellishments. I think they're darn cute. They're a little bit, you know, kind of old-fashioned. And I'm going to use one here. And it has a sticky back, but it's not going to be enough to hold on to my pair of jeans. Well, now my purse. And I'm just going to put it there, because that's what I want, and I think it goes with the rest of it perfectly well. Now to my flower. So I've bought these at a craft store. Any kind of fabric will do for this. Don't have to buy anything special. And then what I've done, so you can, I'm not going to give you any measurements because you can make it as wide or as small as you wish. I'm going to cut some strips here, 2 strips of flowers, and okay, the first one, I'm just eyeballing it. The first strip, and I want to make it big enough so I can show you better. I'm overlapping my first strip so I can have the other one about the same size. And this fabric is quite stiff. I tried to die cut it with my dies, but it didn't work. It didn't go all the way through. So I might try it with my Cricut one day, but I can't do that right now. So I'm folding it in half to have some kind of a square, and then I'm just going to cut by hand 4 circles in here. 2 strips folded in half makes 4 circles, and you really don't have to be precise. It's handmade, it's quick. Just trying to do my best. Let me take this away. So here I have my 4 pieces. And now what I'm going to do is, this is the right side up, okay? You can see the difference. So right side up, I'm going to fold it in half, just once, and then I'm going to put a little dab of glue here. So watch out, don't burn your fingers if your fabric is really thin. And then I'm going to fold it back on itself, and I'm going to put my fingers in here. Don't fold it completely shut. Which I mean by shut is, don't go and do this, because if your fabric is really thin, you're going to stick all the pieces together and it won't be able to open. But here, if I fit my fingers in here, I've got already a little flower. It's going to stay open. I've just got these 2 bits glued together. So I'm going to repeat this process about 3 times. You can do more. You can completely do more. I'll put my finger in here first. There you go. And yes, another time. One more time. If you make more, it's going to be more fluffy, or fluffier, I should say. So, up to you. Again, use your leftovers. You can do this with some smaller pieces if you wanted to. Let me see. I think the bigger it is, the more little bits of flowers you should use. I'm going to do maybe another one. I should have 4. Where did the other one go? Hold on a second, I'm gonna find it. Okay, sorry about that. It's take number 2 because actually I finished the video, but I forgot to press the record button. So I'm gonna do it again. So I'm just gonna finish it up. I need to make another flower. So I've got all my pieces done, and I'm just going to glue them down on my 5th circle. So what I'm doing now that I have done all of these is that I'm gonna take it this way, and I'm going to put a little dab of glue, you don't need much for this, on either sides. And I'm gonna do it this way, like, you know, north and south. I'm going to make them face each other. And I'm gonna take my 2 others, and I'm gonna do the same thing here. And my last one here. So I'm doing this with only 5 petals, 4 on top and 1 as my base. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. And if you don't like this gap in the middle, what you just need to do is put a little dab of glue here, and it should be enough. Or these 2, they're the highest. So I'm just going to put a dab of glue on this side. Not much, and I'm gonna glue it to the opposite side, and it's gonna close my flower. Just the opposite side. You don't need to do more. And there you go. So this is a really cute flower, and I don't know why it seems to be quite yellow on the video, but it's not as yellow as that. And I'm gonna glue it down, so I just had to take it away. This is why I have this spot here, because I couldn't get this glue off. I don't want to redo the whole video. I need to take care of my grandma, so I'm sorry about that. I'm talking about my life a little bit, which I don't often do because, you know, I don't want to bother you with this, but it's life, right? So there you go. So I'm sticking it down. I'm just putting a little bit of glue in the middle. I don't need to put it everywhere. That's fine. And there you go. How is that? If you want to glue it down, you don't like that to be floating around, I think I like it better because it looks a bit more natural. It's not too stiff. That's fine. And there's another gap here, so I will put maybe a little bit of paint here to hide this stain, or do another embellishment. Maybe I should put a, I don't have any on my table, but I could put a sequin or a couple of sequins here. Otherwise, I've got these paper flowers. Let me zoom in a little bit. I've got these paper flowers that I inked up with some spray acrylic. I make my own sprays. I use a little bit of acrylic that I mix into alcohol and into a spritzer, into a spray bottle, and I use this because when you use alcohol instead of water, it dries very, very quickly. So I'm putting a dab of glue on my flower here, and I'm gonna glue it down over here. And it's funny because it's the same color that I have here in my buttons. I hope you'll be able to see that. And it's also the same kind of pinkish color that I have in this flower. So it's really nice. And except for this part, I'm gonna have to find my sequins somewhere in a box, probably. Your little pocket is ready. Again, you could also put your handles, again, if you want to make a little bag or something even longer. But this could be a nice little bag for a little girl. But otherwise, my first idea was to make it stand by its own like this. And I haven't decorated the back of it, but of course you could. And make it just stand by itself. Put a little bit of makeup. You could put some brushes inside here. You could put some pens. It's quite big, so you could put a lot of things. And because this is a very stiff material, it's going to stay in place. And you can even give it any shape you want. So there you have it. I think it was very, very easy. You don't need a lot of materials, and it's good also for the planet. So if you like this video, please give me some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe because this is really important for my channel. And also share on social media. Let me show you the others because I also think they're super darn cute. Look at that. Need to put this a little better. There you go. yeah, there you go. So nice and in the colors you wish. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.